Okay, this is the tracking for schools. This is just the sports, okay? All of the sports and all of the promos that we have, okay? And this is the number of emails that we know we have there. And here, we told you that, for example, we prepared the PDF before for these ones or no. And this is the date that I will tell you to start emailing that sport. For example, I said that it's for top, it's baseball, and it should be sent in September 21st. Okay? Okay? And then this is your sent date, the date that you prepared it and sent it. And you should tell me how many emails you sent and how many failed. Since now we have a program that I sent you the tutorial how to prepare me the file with failed email. So I need that file in your folders. If I look here, these ones are done from Peel. They are sent. For schools, we don't send them at the same time. If we are sending basketball from top, we won't send it from Peel or forward. After 2 weeks, we will send it, for example, this time, we will send it from Peel. After 2 weeks, we will send it from forward. So this is September 19. So 2 weeks later, we can send it on October 3rd. From Peel, okay? So this column, I will fill it. You don't touch that, okay? But these two, you are responsible to fill it. And I cannot accept if you say that I forgot to fill it or anything like that, okay? So be careful about the schools. Now, this is the folder that you should go to grab your data, grab your template, body of email, everything. So Philippine emailing to do emailing. Now we want to go to schools. So school, again, top, Peel or forward, it's top. Again, which sport it is, any sport, lacrosse. This is the template. This is the body of email. If I open the body of email, since now on, anything that you are sending in the subject line, there should be code, okay? So for example, this is a promo, but it doesn't have code. So the template, this body of email is wrong. You should inform me so that I can fix it. I cannot accept any subject line without code number. Okay? So check it. If you didn't have code, you should tell me, I'll fix it and you can use it. This is for the place of the templates. Then in to-do emailing, you have data schools. If you go in, you have high school updated, K-8 updated. We will have one for K-6 updated as well, okay? But right now, this one, and this one are our main sources. For high school, if you are emailing for high schools, these promos, if I didn't mention anything, it means that they are just for high schools. But like this, if I mention K to 8, it means that it's just for K to 8. It's for K to 6. And I mentioned who you have to send it to. It's P head and principal. This one, P head and principal, okay? So you can see who you have to send the emails to. For example, for basketball, it says that basketball junior boys, girls, senior boys, girls, basketball male and female. So you have 6 Excel files that you have to merge and prepare, and then step 1, step 2, okay? I cannot hear you.
Okay.
Okay. And then when I tell you just resend the promo, it means that no promo needs to be created, okay? And where are they? Here, all emails. Again, top, forward, or peel. Again, business or schools. Schools. Again, sports. Which one are you sending? For example, we are sending baseball, okay? Which months we are? September. You just need to do new folder, September. Go to previous folder. You have final output here, okay? With all the files ready. Okay? For high schools, it should be 1871 files. You just need to copy this, nothing else. Bring it into September and just paste it. Okay? Because you are working on remote server, it's so fast. When it's done, just go inside, delete this contact list. Just delete it. Okay? Because you need to create your contacts again. So in your new folder, you just have final output with all the files. You need to create CSV. Inside the CSV, I want to see done folder. I don't accept if you just say that I send it. I just go through your folder. If it's in the done folder, it means you are done. Okay? So don't forget that. And then this was baseball. We need to come back to do emailing, data for schools. It was high school. And we should go and find baseball from here. Imagine this is baseball, okay? Just copy this, bring it here, okay? Now you have to work on this file. I mentioned all the details in here. We have one instruction here, which tell you exactly the process for schools. Go to sport, each sport, months folder, and do it again, okay? And we have another one for this. This is the procedure of resending school promos. You can go through one by one, okay? I tell exactly what to do. Just new folder as the months, copy final output in the CSV folder. Now sheet 1 should be ready. I told you exactly where to look for the sheet ones, okay? Then you should delete any rows if there are East provinces, unsubscribes, just a school board. This is the most important part for top and forward. Don't send it to different Peel. But for Peel, I don't want you to delete these school board. So be careful about it, okay? So you are 3. Elma should work on forward, just forward. Kristen on top and Eva on Peel, okay? Okay?
Okay, Kerry.
I cannot hear Kristen.
Okay.
Okay, so since now on, if I receive any test email from top, it's just Kristen. If it's from Peel, it's just Eva. I cannot check anything from Peel, from Kristen, or from Elma, okay? So Peel is just for Eva, top for Kristen, and forward for Elma, okay?
Okay.
And after that, we corrected Durham District School Board, but you should check it for being sure that it's correct or not. This is the only school board that you need to check, okay? Now for the name of the coaches. If you are missing any coach's name, you just need to, example, I put the board email rules here, okay? So for example, we don't know the name here, but it said that this is based on this. So you should fill the name based on a school rule. So this is Yeni Musallam. Okay? So for sure, check the email to be correspondent with the name. Or if you don't have the name, just check the email and then put the name. For example, if I don't know Tony, okay, it says that last name and then first initial. So that's fine. If we don't know it's Tony, we just put T dot the name. Okay, because that first last name and then one letter is for the first name. So it's T dot this. So you need to check row by row to be sure that everything is matching. Everything is matching. Again, like businesses, no comma in the emails, no semicolon in the contacts, okay? So just check them one by one. Just look here. It said, do not email forward and T. This T means top. Because of the limitation of the words and letters, it didn't complete it. So when you have T and you are sending from top, it means that you need to delete this row. Okay? Or if you have P, it says that forward and P, it means that peel. Okay? So pay attention to these two. And the school board that I told you is from here. First of all, you need to sort this one. And then go, for example, forward and top. Just need to go and delete Dufferin Peel. No email to Dufferin Peel. But Eva never needs to check the school board. Okay? Kristen and Elma, the first thing after opening the file is just deleting Dufferin Peel. Okay? And then for Durham Distinct, for these ones, you just need to check whether the email is DDSP or no. If it's DDSP, it means that it's correct. But if not, it's wrong. So look here. This is wrong. So you need to delete it. Then look at the name. It's Kim. So the first one. But the second one, we cannot create the email because we don't have the first name. So we just delete it. So exactly, contact and email should be matched. Okay?
Excuse me. How about the contact name is A. Davidson, then the email role is first dot last.
So it's wrong.
So
If the name, no, if you have the email, okay? So look at here. For example, this one is wrong, right? And you cannot create the email based on this. So you just need to delete this row. Okay?
How about the email is school name? I mean school email.
If it's just a school name, let me find one, for example. It says that the initial for schools or something like that, like this. Okay, if you have the email and you have the name, keep it. Okay, but if you have the email but you don't know the name because it said that the school's initial, okay, so just put the name of that department. So it will be, for example, badminton department. Okay, but it's not too many. It's just 1 or 2 school boards, and most of the time they are empty. Okay, but in the case that you found them and you couldn't realize the name of the coach, just put the sports depth as the department. Okay, but for example, this one, we know the names, but we don't have the rule for creating the emails. So just delete it. Okay? And for example, if it's these 2 names and these 2 emails, the first name should be matched with the first email. If it's like this, it's totally wrong. You should fix it. This one should come first. And this one is the second one. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
So after preparing this file, if there are more than one, you need to merge them all together and prepare your sheet 1, and then by format act, like, let me show you one that I did. Should heal schools. No. Let's see what we did. For example, this one, badminton, peel. Badminton, September. After creating your file and then format act, you have your contacts, right? I said that the subject line should be including code. If it doesn't have code, you should tell me to fix the body of your email. When you created the contact, it doesn't have this column. Okay, it doesn't have it. It's like this. You need to copy this, paste it to the end, and just name it as code, all lowercase. Okay, you should do it for.
I don't know what that means.
You
if
should.
you like, I can search the web for.
You should do it for standard and double dark as well. So when you have contact, it should have code column at the end. That you should do it. Okay, and then like businesses, you have to count the number of rows in all of these three and sum it up so that you know how many rows you should have in your CSV. Okay? In your CSV, you should know how many rows you have. When you want to send me a test email, it should be from the splitted CSV, not just sending me a test with 1,000 emails in it. Okay? Because I want to go through and check what you sent me. And don't forget, when you send it, just put it in the done folder. And I need you to give me wrong emails CSV so that later on we can go through and check what's wrong with these emails. For example, you checked it, but you checked it carelessly and you didn't find this. You realize that, okay, in this failed email. So you can go and just fix it. Check the school board email rules and just fix it. You can realize that this is the mistake. Or you can see, for example, it's like this. So you can realize that that was a wrong sending. Okay? So I need to see your failed emails file. And here, I need you to tell me how many you sent and how many you have in your fail folder. Okay? Tell me exactly how many failed so that later on we can go through and check it. Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Okay, you have access to this file. So right now, Christian should work on resending all the tops. Anything that I mentioned here. Baseball, cricket, field hockey, hockey. Anything that I mentioned here should be sent. Okay? For these two, you need to create them because if you go to the folder, you can see that there is nothing created before. So right now you need to create them. Okay? So just go through one by one that I mentioned here and start resending. Just copy and paste final output, prepare sheet 1 and send me the test email. Okay? It doesn't take a long time for you to send them all. Because you are not creating any promos, okay? Elmo can start with forward. Anything that I mentioned here should be done.
How about the volleyball games? In here?
Which one? The volleyball, this one? Okay. Eva created, didn't you?
Yes.
So you need to send them. This is from Peel, and it's in the Peel folder. So I said, if I tell you just resend them, resend them. If I ask you to create the promo, create it, and then start sending. I'll tell you which one you have to do. Okay? But for these ones, which are uniforms, you just send them. You don't need to create, okay? But for example, I can highlight those ones that need to be created. For this one, you need new templates. So, okay. But for the rest, all can be recreated. Just resend this, create. Okay. And one more thing. Here, in each of these ones, you can see this is your master sheet. For high school, 1871. For K-8, this is the master sheet. We are just sending to Ontario one, 2251. For K-6, I'll check it, but this is 881 for K-6. Okay, so you just need to create 881 if you are creating anything, unless you just send it. And if you don't find any information based on the sport that you are going to resend, just need to ask me or ask Jonah to give you the updated file. Okay? Till now, these ones are updated versions. These are the updated versions, so you can use these ones. And for these ones, as I said, for example, P head and principal, okay? This is the track singlet. So if you have anyone as track and field coach and cross country coach, you can send them as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 groups you need to prepare and merge and then send. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, start resending the promos. Good luck.